Hi class, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this week's assignment and the data plan that you have to write. It does sound a little bit intimidating as they talk about statistics and all the different types of data that you could possibly collect for your hypothesis and for your strategic plan. But I want to try to make sure you guys understand this is actually very simple, kind of like this whole program, this whole course. I think sometimes the information that you're given makes you think you're overthinking it, and we need to bring it down a little bit. So I'm going to go through the different types of data that it covers, statistics that it covers, and give a little explanation about each of them, and then talk through what I'm expecting of you in this assignment. So the first one was the population proportion. This is kind of what those political polls and Gallup polls, things like that. Obviously, they're polling a certain population and then saying that that's part of the whole population. Most likely, if we ask this many people, then it probably means that that proportion of the larger group also feels the same. So that's kind of that idea. Hopefully that makes sense. The percent change. This is something that would happen with a pre and post survey. Something that would be, I'm going to poll people at this point and figure out what they think, and then I'm going to do something, teach them something, whatever, have them go through a training, and then test it after. That's what the sample uses. So she uses an example of, we know that this is the crime rate, then we're going to install a gate, and now we're going to figure out what the crime rate is after. That's the percent change. All right, these last three, I'm going to go through quickly. T-test, chi-square, correlation coefficient. Actually, I'm not even going to talk about those because, look, I'm not a statistics professor. This is not a statistics class. Some of you probably know more about statistics than I honestly do. I am in no way ready to teach these. So if you know how to use these and you want to use them for your project, go for it. I'm not really even going to touch it. I think the majority of you guys are going to be in this. Maybe some of you in this. But most likely you're going to go in this percent change. Like I said, something's happening before. Your hypothesis is probably saying there's going to be a 5% increase or a 10% decrease, something around that line. And so you're going to do a percent change. And again, if you want to talk through your specific topic to ask what you think for your own project, I'm happy to talk through what that could be. So some of you guys, it would be appropriate for you to say that you are going to give an organization or a group of people a pre-survey and then do a training on your certain topic, and then you would give a post-survey. There's other of you that will say, this is the amount of, I can think of a couple of you guys, water waste that's happening, or this is the amount of trash Pete's Coffee is throwing out, or this is the amount of people that are showing up late to work, or having work-life issues. And then we're going to implement this, and then we're going to post survey after a certain amount of time. So your data plan needs to talk about what is that, how are you going to, if you need to collect the data, the pre-data. So if that's a pre-survey, doing some research, whatever, again, you're not going to have to implement this. You're not going to actually have to come up with the numbers. You're just writing a plan on how you would do this if you were going to actually implement the strategic plan. So you're going to get the pre-information to talk about how you're going to get that pre-information. You're going to talk about how then you will implement your plan, your solution, whatever that is, and then how you're going to collect the data afterwards. And how long is that going to be? So the sample again talks, I think, about 6 months later, where they're going to figure out how what the crime rate is in their condos. Same thing. So if you're doing a percent change, you're going to say, after 6 months, after a year, we're going to see what the change has been as the result of this. So I hope that helps. It is very, very simple, and please don't get scared off by these and this description. You're not gonna actually be doing this. I'm even trying to think when you would use this population. I mean, that might be a good thing in the beginning, but it's pretty hard to, I mean, and there's maybe, in a way, some overlap between these two, especially if you're saying, like, the overall opinion in a general population thinks this and then would change and think this. That's maybe where you could kind of talk about population proportion, but really you want to see that percent change in whatever topic you are talking about. I hope that helps. Again, I am available via email, text message, phone call, in person. I could hopefully meet with you this week if possible. So just let me know if you need to kind of brainstorm together on your specific topic, but please don't stress out. Don't get worried about that you don't know how to do statistics, because we're just introducing the different types of studies and statistical data that is out there, but we are not expecting you to actually implement any of this. That is for when you want to take statistics, all right? Or maybe if you have, that was for that class. This, remember, is a 1-unit semester-long writing course. So don't get bogged down by the statistics. I hope that helps. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.